Hello everyone, this is Kenty Tiger with Bengali Engineering and Play. We are back in Space Engineers. We're continuing on in the adventure of the refit of the Concorde liner. So last episode we actually, how shall I say, we eliminated the projector, then re-added the projector in a different place, and the reason for that is basically to put it in approximately the center, which would make things a little bit easier. Then I took another blueprint of the ship with those changes. We also added the movement configurations of the projector into the external cockpit here. So what I want to do, that's a K to get me into my control panel. Yeah, my control panel. We go projector here, blueprints, and then this is our Concorde liner Mark 1. And then OK. And we actually can see the liner over here. Now, whether that is astronaut, let me go ahead and do a view. Whoa, that is way off. Actually, ironically, it is not that far off. So there's centered. Huh. All right. I think I can only be 50 off, which means I may not be able to, yeah, so I'm literally going to have to, this is kind of strange, but I'm going to have to move the projector forward because of this 50 limit. Now, why is it this far off? I really do not know. And I am 2 blocks off, so I need a 52. So I have to move this up at least, well, at least 2 blocks. But all right, so oops, who knew? Why is it so far off? I don't know. I don't know how it picks what the center or anything is. So, well, get out of here. That is really kind of frustrating. So, you know what I need to do? Let us where is it? There it is. Actually, what I need to do is turn the projector off, because one of the interesting things about the projectors now is you can't actually, so if you have like a control panel or something within the projection, you can't use it. I don't know exactly why that is, but okay, so projector off in this case because I need to work with it. All right. Okay, F8. So that's where I want to be. Teleport myself in here. There's a method to the madness. So the reason why I didn't just do all this from the outside is because this plate, this glass piece, is actually connected onto the projector. Um, so, so I'm pointing at the projector. You see where the red box is the projector. So, theoretically, by everything we know about this game, I should have eliminated the projector. But what happens? No, I eliminate a block on the other side of the projector. Things that make you go, Thing that makes you go, WTFO. All right. So, all right, so it's facing forward. It goes right there. We want to put a glass piece, which is a number 3, right there. So you can see. All right, F8. We're going to go out through the bottom. We're going to up here to the projector, and we put a plate on here. All right, now unfortunately I have to reprogram everything in here, because this doesn't exist anymore, this particular one. All right, so let's do this. Me. Well, I don't know if those are going to work or not. Let's try it, just for fun. Concorde. Aha. For those of you who are sharper than I am, you know what the problem is already? Because you see, we just made a change. Which means I need to take another blueprint. So, delete. Details, rename. Okay. And try again. Okay. Projector, blueprints. Okay. Yep, not working. Toggle block on off. There we go. All right. This is decrease, increase. increase. Decrease. Increase. Decrease vertical. Increase vertical. There we go. Okay, and then number 9 is our pitch and roll. Okay, which is pitch. Increase pitch. Decrease yaw. Increase yaw. Decrease roll. Increase roll. All right. Okay, so projector is off. Might be able to work with this. Alright, so that's centered. Up. One of the things I forgot to do here, projector, keep projection. Oh, there we go. Turned it off. Keep projection. Seven. There we are. We're lined up. The projector is on. We're lined up. I think everything should be fine. Yep. And it remembers. Okay, so right now everything's fine. So, I'm going to get out of the seat. So this is one of these perpetually circular arguments. Okay, so Control B, which will copy. So this guy is delete, yes. This guy, details, rename, okay. Close. Now, currently, Concorde Liner Mark 1 has a projector with an older blueprint. Technically. But here's where the interesting thing is. It's all lined up. So what I want to do, cancel, is load the new blueprint into the projector. Projector, blueprints, Concorde, OK. Control C. 10 Concorde liner replace with clipboard. Yes. Which is now an updated blueprint with an updated blueprint in the projector. So, there you go. If that doesn't wreak havoc on your brain. So, theoretically, right now, the blueprint that is now in my blueprints folder is of this vessel with an updated blueprint in the projector. Theoretically. Okay, so everything should be potentially good. All right. Now, what I'm thinking is that I should have 3 nanobot machines in here, potentially. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to there's that one and that one. All right. See, the projector turns on instantly. So what I want to do for the moment is turn the projector off. This is the other problem I noticed with the projector. So even though the projector is, the projector's on, but even though the projector isn't currently projecting over this, I cannot get into the cockpit here. There we go. You just have to find that particular place. Okay, so 8.3 turns off the projector. Then let me go ahead and get out. Okay. So the question is, where is the most appropriate place here? Do we put it there? That might actually be kind of an interesting place to put it. Do we put it there? Do we put it there? Let's go ahead and put it here. So 8, 9 nanobot. Dummy Industries, Dummy 08 is who made the building repair system, which actually it is an awesome repair system. I do like the potentials. You can do an awful lot with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to change my mind a little bit here. So we're going to turn it like this. And the reason why, oh, nope, I'm a fool. I needed to put that there. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as I can connect it in somehow. so this is port aft. So I call this PRS port aft. Okay, so the block is off. It needs to remain off, and there's a reason for that. Is because the second you turn this thing on, it's going to start building. And what I mean by that is that as soon as there is a projector of something building, it's going to try and build. So, help others build new objects. When checked, the build and repair system will construct projected blocks. Now you can turn this off, but walk mode. Everything attached to this grid, whereas fly mode is everything that is around it. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to leave it in walk mode because I don't want this to be building things that are off the grid. There's a reason why this is there. Okay, weld before grind. Grind if weld gets stuck. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing any grinding per se. So this is not a salvage ship. So weld before grind I think is appropriate. I don't really need to use the ignore color, and I don't need to use the grind color. Normally I would do that, but janitor grinds enemy blocks. I do kind of like that idea just because, but anyway, not own blocks. And grinds neutral blocks. So these can potentially get you into a little bit of trouble, because if you're close to something, then that it will potentially grind down things, factions not at war. Okay, which is to say, if they're normally neutral and you start grinding on them, they may become hostile. So it's kind of one of those things you have to be careful. So not owned, not a bad idea. All right. So having done that, I need 2 of these guys up forward. And the reason for that is, let me actually do one more thing here. K, the build and control system, we're going to turn on the HUD, and I'll show you why. All right, so I can be up to 75 meters away from, there they are. Okay, so 75 meters. So everything from here aft, so from basically this block right here aft, oop, not quite that block, this block, can be fixed by this. Okay, so this is, good and bad. So here's what I need to do, and what I let's go. This is what I think I'm actually going to do. This is aft. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's started. Build and repair system. 5. So I have the battery there and that there. I want to N. So this has a port there and a port there, right? So if I stick this thing right there, then I have now connected in that to that, and then I have to re-add this, which kind of sucks, but all right. And 1, 2, 3. So I may be able to, let's have a look. So this is BRS. Forward. How about center forward? I'm going to go ahead and do a me again. Yes. And then this is now our system BRS. And we're going to turn that off on the toolbar. Inventory screen is good, and off. So we have systems BRS. It's off, which is exactly what we want. We want to show on the HUD. We want to help others and build new. We want to run in walk mode. We want to weld before grind. We want to grind enemy blocks. And we want to grind not owned blocks. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. 313. Why am I picking 313? Well, some of the other YouTubers who use this mod, some of my favorite YouTubers, they set up the 313 has got to be the hideous, the most hideous hot pink that you've ever seen in your life. You'll see that and you're going to go blind and you're going to wish you'd never set that. So far first. Hey, this is new. So it goes far and works its way close in. Oh, that's neat. Alright, so use grind color, use ignore color, which was 113, I think. So I had it set up. Okay. Okay, so sound volume, we need to roll that way down because this thing gets really loud. Or did. I don't know if it does anymore. Show area, push components immediately. The other thing is gravel and stone, you can actually turn them off. So it does not have to collect gravel or stone, which is, don't know if you want to do that or not. All right, so get out of here again. Okay, build and repair system. So forward build and repair system. So the question is, potentially, is that too far forward? Okay, so here is 75 meters, and that is 69 meters, okay, which is perfect. Okay, so it's basically equidistant. So potentially right now there is the ability for this craft to repair itself. Having said that, let me put my pieces back on here. So there's that one, to there. All right, so that should be all of that and all of that. Okay, so I need to do just a couple things. So we're kind of back to this same concept again here. So K, my projector I think is turned off right now. So again, it's this cyclic thing that I need to turn the BRS on, and I need to turn the projector on, which I think we will be all right. All right, so BRS. Turn it on. These go into solar panels, yes, off and off, and projector is on. All right. Okay, so the projector right now should not be showing anything. It should be perfectly aligned, which it is. And the one last thing I need to do is turn off the HUD for the BRS. Systems, BRS, HUD off. Okay, so here we are. Okay, Control V. So, Concorde delete, yes. Mark 1, details, rename, okay, close, and close. Okay, so we have a new blueprint of the beast. But what we need to do is put that new blueprint of the beast, everything on, everything ready to go, into the projector. Alright, so blueprints, Concorde Mark 1, okay. And then we have C, copy, F10. It's now replace with clipboard, yes. Okay, so now we have a unit with a new blueprint, and then we load that new blueprint into the projector, and it should be good. Okay. And again, it's this circular thing that, you know, the proverbial chicken or the egg, I guess. Alright. Replace, yes. Alright. So, here are some interesting potentials. So this is pretty big. Here's what I'm going to do. This is just for fun. Okay. So there's two things that we're going to do here. We're going to turn off the build and repair system, and we're going to turn off the projector. At the same time, we're going to put this build and repair system into fly mode. There's a reason for this. So you see I have grind color. So what I'm going to do is P to make this one into 313, one hundred, 100. And Shift, Control, Paint. Okay, now, if the build and repair system is working, it will start taking this apart. Alright, here we go. Windows are disappearing. So it's working, slowly, but it's working. And it will take a while because there's only 3 of them. But remember, this is designed to this is designed to fix itself. It's not designed to be a building ship, a salvage ship, or anything like that. It's just to fix itself. So why did I choose to take itself apart? Potentially, of course, this would never happen, but potentially, if it has all the parts it needs for itself, it would be able to rebuild itself completely. Okay, so this gives a lot of potential um, to fix itself. This is really what I want it to be able to do. So, obviously, it's going to take a little while. Things I want to do here. All right. I'll worry about that later. Trying to see if it's... Yeah, it is actually dismantling back here. That's kind of neat. So the antenna's already gone. So this is kind of one of those things that's like, you know, watching grass grow. Will take potentially a long, long time. So the ship is effectively done. So all the upgrades that I had intended to make are done. The only thing that's left to do is to fuel it and put ice in it. So those are really the last things. Which I certainly don't have to bore you with. So I think the refit is complete. So I think this project overall is all done. So the only thing I really have to do at this point is to dock the miner, because after all, we might have a need for a miner at some point. So the downside to, oh, well, I can't push the darn buttons. Yeah, the downside to the projector. At least I can get to that. So doors, airlock. hangar. Open. Find. Oh, there it is. Hell? Figure out what the heck happened here. This was a so there's physics at its finest for you. Okay, so it looked like the shield system was working. So I don't know if it took any damage or not here, but let's look. Well, I don't see any damage. The shield system was clearly all kinds of blue, but it did not turn red that I saw, which is a really good thing. All right. Oh, that would have been disastrous. So 9 to turn off my auxiliaries. Those are the maneuvering thrusters to turn off the gyros. That way it doesn't fight with the main craft. And number 7, which turns off the antenna. That way it just does what it does. I think everything else is potentially off. So 6, which will lock it onto the other craft. So the challenges with connectors and space engineers is sometimes disasters happen. Clang is still clang. Okay, so now that that is there, what I want to do is, so I want to make sure that the BRS system is still working. Yes, it's on, and the projector is on. Projector's out of bounds, which is good. That means no potential damage there. All right. Okay, so potentially, now that this is back in the spectrum here, then it will start chopping things off of it again. Way over here is, so first, there's that. Next, frozen, next. So I'm going to teleport here, player control, which is the front half of the ship. Whoa, that took some pretty severe damage there. Yeah, it's about half gone. Huh. All right. X. That disappeared. Oh well. Kinda sucks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have seen everything. Again, this is like watching grass grow, so I don't want to bore you to tears. So, this is Kenty Tiger signing off. Thank you for watching the series. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, bizarre, whatever, hopefully. As long as you learned something, this is what matters. So, we will see you later. Take care, and we'll see you next time.